Super good to see Ricky Starks in NXT because NXT, it has some okay guys, but still, like NXT needs more meat and it's way better to put him here versus on Raw or SmackDown because on Raw or SmackDown, I mean, he would get lost in the shuffle. It's WrestleMania season. The plans are what the plans are, and I don't think they're going to change WrestleMania season plans to accommodate Ricky Starks. Like, whoever's going to win the IC title at Mania, US title at Mania, World Heavyweight or WWE, like all those plans are most likely already solidified. If not, they're on the way to be completed. So there's no way you're going to include him on the main roster and plug him into any WrestleMania moment or nothing. So yes, put him in NXT and let him get over. Let the WWE fandom kind of get used to him. And it's been a long road for this guy. Like, he was trapped in AEW's closet for months, wanted to be released, asked for his release, was denied his release. Tony Khan just being petty. One day he said, you know what? I'm going to wake up and release you. So literally on Monday, released Ricky Starks. The next day on Tuesday, showed up in NXT WWE brand. But this is not the first time that Ricky Starks has been in WWE. He's actually an ex-WWE guy. AEW is full of ex-WWE guys. And you might not remember him previously, but he was in WWE. Here's some moments of Ricky Starks just during his time in WWE. So as you can see, in the ring with frickin' Roman Reigns, backstage with Ryback. This looks like Kane, maybe? Just from the picture. Kane, and I'm not sure who is that. It's not Jinder. Anyways, you can see that he's been in WWE before. And these are pictures of the past, and this is his most recent moment right here at NXT. But he's been here before, and he didn't have a good run. Ricky Starks was a jobber to the Starks, the biggest jobber of all time. Like, in backstage promos to Ryback looking like a little twig, some kind of security guard in the ring with Roman Reigns. Like, he's nothing. He was nothing in WWE before. AEW won the FTW championship, won the tag titles, but what did he really accomplish? Didn't win the TNT title, didn't win Intercontinental, or I guess call it international title, the AEW World Heavyweight title. Like, what did he really do being over there? Not really much of anything, but he did develop his character. Develop him as an in-ring performer, develop his skills on the mic. And I think this is a different Ricky Starks coming over to WWE again, leaving AEW, coming back where he started. Not necessarily where he started. He's been in the indies before even signing with the WWE in the beginning. But you know what I mean? Like, different Ricky Starks compared to what he was the last time because his name is bigger, got himself a little over in AEW, and he's bringing all that notoriety and charisma to WWE for his second run. Now, in my opinion, this guy doesn't really do much of anything in the main event. I mean, for one, like, it's Ricky Starks. It's not like MJF. Ricky Starks is a good wrestler, but by no means is he great. He looks typical. His promos are typical. Like, there's nothing extra about him. His look is an extra. His promos are an extra. His in-ring ability is an extra. He's just a good wrestler. He's not exceptional. And to be, I guess, the WWE champion or World Heavyweight Champion of WWE, like, you need to be exceptional. You need to be a Roman Reigns who's exceptional, a Brock Lesnar, in this case, like a Cody Rhodes who has like a great story, like a story even before he was born with his father never winning the WWF championship and him fulfilling that legacy. Like, great story. Like, you need to have something extra. I look at Ricky Starks and he's just another wrestler, to be honest. For me, his ceiling is the NXT Championship, Intercontinental title, or a United States title. That's literally where I see Ricky Starks' ceiling. I think there's wrestlers in WWE right now that are better than Ricky. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I just have an opinion about wrestling. I think there are wrestlers that are better, aka like Bo Dallas. I think Bo Dallas is better in terms of everything regarding wrestling, promos and everything, expression, storytelling than Ricky Starks. But like, Bo Dallas is a jobber. WWE treats him like a jobber. I think LA Knight should have had at least one world title in WWE by now, but like, he's fighting Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title. Like, he's nowhere near the main event scene, but that is a level of competitor that I'm like, look, like, that is someone that has it. Like, he has something special. So all the guys in WWE that has something special, like, still, WWE is barely using them, or if anything, throwing them in the mid card. So with Ricky being not really having any outstanding elements or anything extra to his charisma, personality, where do you think he's going to lie? If you have people like LA Knight, who in my opinion should be a world champion. You have people like LA Knight, you have people like Bo Dallas, you have people like Chad Gable. Like you have great wrestlers who are nowhere near the main event scene, but in my opinion, they're better than Ricky. So I don't really see this run being super incredible for him. He's probably going to have one or two good feuds. He's probably going to be kind of like an Ilya Dragunov type of guy, or maybe like a Carmelo Hayes. Like you're going to have some success in NXT, but when you come to the main roster, like where do we actually put Ricky Starks? He's not exactly young. He's going to turn 35 years old this year. And in terms of how many years you can get out of Ricky Starks in his career, if WWE pushes him, what, like 5, 10 years? And then at that point, like you're not going to be able to wrestle the way you used to wrestle. In fact, at this age, you're not going to be able to go like you could in your 20s. So that's a factor in terms of like how far does WWE want to push Ricky Starks coming to what, closing in on 40 years old in the next 5 years, not super massively over. Like he's over, but he's not like insanely over. And there's people on the roster right now, like Penta, like better than him, in my opinion, that aren't really getting that big, massive main event push. Now, Penta's new, different story. Give him time, let it marinate. He might get a good push. We don't really know. But Ricky, NXT champion, intercontinental title holder, United States title holder. I think that's his ceiling. Might join a faction like the Judgment Day or something. But do I see Ricky becoming like The Rock or something? Like, no. He has the height. It's just like he's missing the look. He doesn't look bad. It's not like he doesn't have a wrestler's look. I don't know. He needs to change something about the character, about the gimmick. Like, there need to be something different. I think he's really close to his presentation, but he's just missing that like extra something. I don't know what it is. It's his job and WWE's job to figure it out. He's close. He's close to being in the conversation of like an LA Knight. He just is missing that like oomph. And maybe being here will bring it out of him. Let's see what the next couple weeks, couple months will bring. Hopefully he's not like an Ethan Page. Like Ethan Page came into NXT with fire and heat, and I'm just like, man, this guy feels important. Won the NXT championship within his like first month or two of being there, and now he's just like jobbing. Like he's just doing nothing. Like what is Ethan Page doing? He's cutting promos. Who's he feuding with? It's not even important anymore. But Javon Evans, Javon. He's feuding with Javon Evans. Like fine feud, but it's like you went from being NXT World Champion to feuding with Javon Evans, a 19-year-old. I don't know. I mean, I kind of see him having that level of success. And same thing, like I think Ethan will be Intercontinental holder, United States holder. That's his ceiling. So it'll be fun. Ricky's gonna be fun, but I don't expect much if I'm being honest. Yeah.